లాక్ చేసి ఎవరు ఏమైనా ప్రోగ్రామ్ అయితే ఎవరిని బట్టి మేడం బయట ఓకే.
Years ago, the Agastya International Foundation set out on a unique mission to spark curiosity, nurture creativity, and instill confidence and caring among students and teachers in government schools across India. Today, Agastya's vision has touched the lives of 25 million students and 300,000 teachers in 23 Indian states.
Agastya is trying to propagate the idea that beyond what you see in our immediate surroundings and immediate availability, there is something more which you can do if you appreciate the rational thinking and the creativity that is inherent in you.
Our hands-on, creativity-based model transforms the child's learning experience into a journey of wonder, discovery, and problem-solving. At Agastya's 172-acre campus creativity lab in Gudivanka, Andhra Pradesh, over 700 students from nearby government schools visit every day for hands-on learning programs in the natural sciences, mathematics, art, design thinking, ecology, and astronomy. This is a world of the first stirrings of curiosity, of the sheer joy of learning, and the energizing discovery of being able to apply that learning.
iMobile Science Laboratory, which is taking all of you to the window of virtual world of science laboratory, where you can invent and understand the world of science and technological applications. What a beautiful science laboratory is established by Agastya International Foundation.
For those who cannot visit this oasis of creativity and innovation, Agastya offers its fleet of 160 mobile labs, reaching out to students in remote locations with a simple motto: if you can't come to Agastya, Agastya will come to you.
My job is to recognize the mission, which I felt was arousing curiosity, which I still think today is. And now the number of children we are interacting is unbelievable.
Agastya's outreach includes satellite science centers, science fairs, labs on bikes, night schools, digital platforms such as WeLearn and Agastya Virtual School, and self-learning materials such as ActiLearn and IC, reaching as many underserved students as we possibly can. And in the next decade, we've set our sights on reaching 100 million students across the country. At Agastya, innovation is the key to learning and application. On campus, in learning spaces designed to encourage creativity, curious young minds explore fun-filled interactive exhibits, models and hands-on activities in STEM, art, ecology and design thinking. Off campus, many innovation hubs, innovation on wheels and collaborative programs like Anveshana and Jignasa encourage high school students towards out-of-the-box thinking and the practical application of concepts to solve real-world problems. Art and creativity fairs like Kalakutami and Media on a Bike programs foster the expression of creative instincts without boundaries.
Education is very important in our life. Without education, we are nothing and we can't do anything. So Agastya helped a lot in many ways for children who have to educate well and who have they have to not depend on others actually. To be honest, I'm very happy. I'm satisfied with what I am today and I hope that I have to carry this happiness forever, and this is all because of Agastya only.
Agastya's Young Instructor Leadership Program has instilled in its brightest young minds a sense of curiosity and creativity. Today, these Agastya alumni are scientists, engineers, teachers, artists, communicators and change makers, brimming with confidence and the desire to make a positive difference to their world. With your unwavering support and belief in our cause, Agastya prepares to step into the next 25 years of revolutionizing education, one child at a time. Join us in celebrating 25 more years of aha, ha ha.
Thank you for watching the Agastya Spirit here. Good afternoon, everybody. It's an absolute honor to welcome the esteemed dignitaries who have graced this occasion with the presence. With immense respect and admiration, I invite our distinguished guests kindly take their seats on the dais today. The first and the foremost, it is our privilege to invite a woman of strength, compassion and the remarkable of leadership, Mrs. Nara Bhuvaneshwari Garu, a NTR trustee of NTR Trust, a visionary philanthropist and a driving force behind numerous social welfare initiatives. Her contributions, her transformation of many lives. Ma'am, we request you to come on to the dais and take a seat, please. Audience, please give a round of applause. And next, I take a privilege to invite Sri Ramji Raghavan Garu, a true pioneer in the field of education and innovation. His resilience and commitment to the igniting young minds in the experiential learning. We welcome you, sir, onto the dais. Thank you. Give a round of applause, audience, please. Yes, sir. I'm coming, sir. It's our honor to invite Sri Kancharla Srikanth Garu, a respected leader who is expertise and concerns of the progress. We welcome you, sir, onto the dais, please. And next, I invite the distinguished personalities, Dr. Suresh Babu Garu, a visionary leader who contributes to the need of medicine and the services. Welcome you, sir, onto the dais. Thank you very much for coming. So now I request all the dignitaries to start the one more dignitaries, TTD board member Mr. Shantaram Garu, please come on to the dais, please, sir. Please, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome you. I request all the dignitaries please to join a hand to lighten the lamp today. To start the event, please. Please, sir. Dr. Uday is going to sing a song tonight. Thank you, sir.
शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये अगजा आनन पद्मार्कं गजानन महर्निशम् अनेकदं तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्तमुपास्महे.
Thank you, Dr. Uday. Now, may I request our beloved chairman, Mr. Ramrija Raghavan Saru, to address the gathering and welcome everybody. Please, sir.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure. And honor to be here. And we are all delighted that Madam Bhuvaneshwari actually took the initiative to come here on her own. And just watching the way she went around a few of the laboratories, because we had many, but she didn't have time to go through everything. She did it with so much grace and kindness, and I observed the way she interacted with you people, the children, and it was so patient and empathetic. And you have VIP visitors who come who are very busy and they just move on. But she actually showed deep interest in all of you and a lot of patience with all the photographs and so on. So, and by the way, she is herself a very outstanding entrepreneur and executive. She runs a big company. So she understands what it takes to build an institution, to create one, and run it. So we are all very, very pleased and delighted that she could come. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And all her colleagues who also made the time. So this is for you and Madam Bhuvaneshwari today. I hope you have a great interaction. And, learn from each other. Agastya is here to serve you, and we do the best we can, and we are completely committed to the community and to making sure that you experience the joy of aha, and ha-ha. Curiosity, creativity, confidence, and most important, the spirit of caring. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your speech. Now, may I request Madam Garu, please, to address the gathering to the press. Madam, after your speech, speech tarvata పిల్లలు మిమ్మల్ని కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా అడగాలనుకుంటున్నారు.
I'm very happy today to be among the youngsters, the future leaders of India. Bharat, you have the future of our country is in your hands. Yes or no? Yes, you all have your potential. You are the ones who will take our country forward and make it proud. So, greetings to everyone. It's an immense honor to be here today at the Agastya International Foundation, an institution dedicated to fostering scientific curiosity, innovation, and knowledge. I extend my heartful greetings to each one of you, the future leaders of our country. And I express my deep appreciation for the visionaries who have made this extraordinary science center at Koppam a reality. Education is the cornerstone of progress, and institutions like Agastya International Foundation play a crucial role in sharpening the future of our nation. By providing hands-on learning experiences and nurturing scientific inquiry, this center is not only inspiring young minds, but also equipping them with the skills and knowledge necessary to excel in every evolving world. I also take the moment to pay my deepest respect to the foundation's founder, Mr. Raghavan, whose dedication to the cause of education and scientific advancement is truly commendable. Standing here today, I am reminded of my school days and feel an immense desire to immerse myself in learning science once again. In 1999, with remarkable foresight, Sri N. Chandrababu Naidu Garu allocated 172 acres of land for this foundation, recognizing the education is the most powerful tool for social and economic progress. This unwavering belief in the power of knowledge and innovation has always been at the core of his leadership. He strongly recognizes that education is the most powerful tool for social and economic progress. His unwavering belief in the power of knowledge and innovation has always been the core for his leadership. He strongly advocates for a knowledge-driven economy where education and research fuel is for national development. To all the students present today, I urge you to make education your top priority way forward and now. In today's digital age, distractions are everywhere, particularly through mobile phones and gadgets. While technology can be of great enabler, its excessive use can hide learning and growth. You all know, with the misuse of technology, we keep hearing and seeing with our own eyes how people are misusing and how their lives way forward is going in no proper direction. As youngsters and as a motherly figure, because I'm a mother also and a mother to you all, my advice is use technology for benefit, not for your destruction of your future. That's my only request from my side to you youngsters. In our family, we ensure that our grandson, Devansh, stays away from excessive screen time and focuses on meaningful learning experiences. So I encourage you all to do the same. Dedicate yourself to acquiring knowledge, exploring new ideas, and developing scientific mindset. India is the second most populated country in the world, but in science and technology, we currently rank 53rd globally in the domain, and we are making significant progress way forward. In 2023, India moved up to the 6th place in the number of patents filed globally. Our goal should be to reach the top and make India a global leader in science and technology. To achieve this vision, we must continue to invest in research, innovation, and scientific education. More institutes like Agastya Institution Foundation must be established across the country to nurture young minds and provide them with the world-class opportunities. I pledge my full support to such initiatives and remain committed in advancing science and technological education in India. And before I conclude, it is to each one of us live a life with dignity, grace, and take it forward peacefully. So once again, I thank all you youngsters. I hope so you all have caught the point of what I insist, that education is very, very important in your life, and you should have a vision, a goal in your life. This is the good age for you to have a good vision, a goal. Where am I going to be tomorrow? And to be what you want to be tomorrow, you have to work very hard towards the goal. Nothing comes easily in life. When you work hard, you will know the value of the hardness you have done to achieve the goal. Nothing comes easy, and which comes easy goes away the same way. I believe the hard work goes on and keeps you on moving. So once again, I thank all the youngsters here. I'm very happy to be with you all, and I wish you all a great future. Thank you once again. Jai Hind.
Thank you, madam. Please be seated. Thank you very much for your thought-provoking speech to our children today. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now I hand over the session, questionnaire session, to my colleague, Mrs. Chaya Devi, to lead this session. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Mahadev. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ మ్యామ్, మీ వండర్ఫుల్ వాయిస్కి ప్లస్ మోటివేషనల్ మెసేజ్కి. మా పిల్లలు ఇక్కడ వచ్చినటువంటి అన్ని స్కూల్ పిల్లలు అయితే చాలా క్వశ్చన్స్తో వచ్చారు. మేబీ టైం కన్స్ట్రైన్స్ వల్ల కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ మాత్రమే అడుగుతున్నాము, దయచేసి ఏమీ అనుకోబాకండి. సో ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ మయూరి ఫ్రమ్ కేజీబీవి కడపల్లి నుండి అడుగుతున్నారు.
నమస్తే మేడం. మీ జీవితంలో
దగ్గర పెట్టుకున్నానా?
మీ జీవితంలో అత్యంత ప్రేరణ ఇచ్చిన వ్యక్తి ఎవరు?
నా జీవితంలో చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి మా నాన్నగారు నందమూరి తారక రామారావు గారు ఆయనే నా ఇన్స్పైర్, because he worked very, very hard to come up in life. మీకు తెలుసో లేదో, ఆయన పాలు అమ్ముకునేవారు. ఆ పాలు పొద్దున పూట అమ్ముకుని మళ్ళీ కాలేజ్ స్కూల్ టైం అప్పుడు ఆయన మళ్ళీ చదువుకోవటానికి వెళ్ళారు. అట్లా ఆయన జీవితంలో కష్టపడి పైకొచ్చారు. అది మేము చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి ఆయన ఎట్లా కష్టపడ్డారో మా కళ్ళతో మేము చూసాం, కుటుంబ సభ్యులు అందరం, మా అక్క చెల్లెలు అన్నదమ్ములు అందరం. ఎందుకంటే ఆయన మేము లేసేసరికి ఆయన ఉండేవారు కాదు. ఆయన కష్టపడటానికి యాక్టింగ్ చేయటానికి ఆయన వెళ్ళిపోయేవారు. అది కూడా కుటుంబం కోసం ఆయన అంత కష్టపడింది. మళ్ళీ చాలా రోజుల పాటు మేము ఆయన చూసేవాళ్ళం కాదు. మేము పడుకునేసరికి కూడా ఆయన వచ్చేవారు కాదు. మళ్ళీ మేము లేసేసరికి ఆయన అట్లా వెళ్ళిపోయేవారు ఆయన యాక్టింగ్ ఫీల్డ్కి. అట్లా మేము కష్టం మా కళ్ళతో మేము చూసాము. అట్లానే కూడా మమ్మల్ని మా అమ్మగారు అట్లానే పెంచారు. మాకు డబ్బు అనేది అదే ముఖ్యం అనేది ఎప్పుడు ఆవిడ మాకు కళ్ళతో మేము చూడలేదు. ఆవిడ ఒకటే మాకు నేర్పించింది, ఎట్లా మన ఇంటికి వచ్చే చుట్టాలు కానీ మన ఇంటికి వచ్చే ఎవరు వస్తారో వాళ్ళని ఎట్లా మనం గౌరవించాలి, వాళ్ళని ఎట్లా సంతోషంగా పెట్టి వాళ్ళని పంపించాలి. అట్లానే మా కుటుంబంలో పద్ధతులు అనేది చాలా ఎక్కువగా ఉండేది. మా అమ్మగారు అట్లా మమ్మల్ని పైకి తీసుకొచ్చారు. అట్లా మా నాన్నగారు మా అమ్మగారు వాళ్ళిద్దరూ నా స్ఫూర్తి, నా జీవితంలో ముందుకెళ్తానికి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ మ్యామ్. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ డాక్టర్ అంబేద్కర్ గురుకులం స్కూల్ నుండి 9th క్లాస్ అబ్బాయి భువన్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు.
నమస్తే మేడం. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ముఖ్యమంత్రి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారి సతీమణిగా మీరు వ్యక్తిగత జీవితం మరియు ప్రజా బాధ్యతలను ఎలా సమతుల్యం చేసుకుంటున్నారు?
Life between politics and
personal
life
as a CM's wife.
Yeah.
And
నాకు చిన్నప్పుడే పెళ్ళి అయిపోయింది, చిన్న వయసులోనే. నాకు తెలీదు రాజకీయాల గురించి ఏమి, ఎందుకంటే నేను అప్పుడు ఫైనల్ ఇయర్ డిగ్రీ చేస్తూ ఉన్నాను, బిఏ. సో ఆ వయసులో పెళ్ళైనప్పుడు న్యాచురలీ యంగ్ ఏజ్లో పెళ్ళైనప్పుడు యూ మోల్డ్ ఇన్ టు ద హస్బెండ్స్ లైఫ్. అండ్ అట్లా నేను ఆయనతో మోల్డ్ అయ్యాను. అదే కాకుండా నాకు తెలుసు చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు ఆయన ఎప్పుడు ప్రజలకి ఏం చెయ్యాలి అనే ఆలోచనతోనే ఉండేవారు. ఆయన అనుకుంటే ఏమైనా చేయొచ్చు, ఆయన ఎప్పుడు ఒక్క తప్పు ఆలోచన అనేది ఆయన ఎప్పుడు తీసుకురాలేదు. అది కూడా కుటుంబం కోసం ఆయన ఎప్పుడు తప్పు అడుగు వేయలేదు, వేయబో కూడా. అట్లా కష్టపడే వ్యక్తికి ఎప్పుడు కుటుంబం అనేది సెకండరీ అవుతుంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్వేస్ ద ఫ్యామిలీ బికమ్స్ ద సెకండ్ అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్వేస్ ద పీపుల్ దట్ హీ థింక్స్ ఫార్. A leader is always like that. It's not only he thinks about himself, he thinks about how to take the institution, like how Mr. Raghavan is also doing here. The same way, a leader is a person who always thinks what he can contribute, how to take his state way forward. And like that, I have molded into his life. And of course, when I'm the secondary, it doesn't bother because I know he is doing for the good for the society. And of course, I run an industry that keeps my time full. I have no time for other activities, and we have NTR Trust where we do a lot of social services for the people, for the needy, and of course, we run a school for the poor and needy children. We give free education, the hostel facilities, and so till now 2022 students have moved out of the school. It is in Challapalli. So all these activities keep me very busy. So that's how I balance both the life with my husband and myself.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. సో నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ కేజీబీవి గుడిపల్లి నుండి కే కవిత 9th క్లాస్ నుండి అడుగుతున్నారు.
నమస్తే మేడం. నాయకులు కావాలని కోరుకునే యువతలకు మీరు ఎలాంటి సలహాలు ఇస్తారు మేడం?
సో లీడర్స్ కావాలనుకునేటటువంటి యువతకి మీరు ఇచ్చేటటువంటి మెసేజ్ ఏంటి?
మీరందరూ నాకు తెలుగు అర్థం కాదనుకుంటున్నారా?
పడట్లేదు అంటున్నాం మేడం.
శ్రీకాంత్ గారు చెప్తున్నారు, మళ్ళీ మీరు చెప్తున్నారు. నేను అమెరికా నుంచి వచ్చాను, ఇక్కడ యుఎస్ సిటిజన్ లాగా ఉన్నానా?
సారీ.
యా ఐ నో. సో యా, యూత్కి నేను అనేది ఒకటే, ఫస్ట్ మీరు చదువుకోవాలి. అండ్ నేను ఇప్పుడే చెప్పినట్టు ఐ మీన్ ఏఐ, ఐఓటీ, ఈ టెక్నాలజీస్ అన్నీ చాలా ముందుకెళ్తుంది. అది ఎంత వాడాలో అంతవరకే వాడండి. మీకు ఎంత ఉపయోగపడుతుందో అంతవరకే you have to use it. You don't have to misuse it. It is all in your hands. And for the youth, I always advise, it is always your mind and how you mold yourself. And I advise, and I think you all, each one of you here, whether you're from rural or urban, that is not the point. Each of you have one good character in you. You should understand that, and you should take that way forward without any distractions. Especially in this time age, there are a lot of distractions. So you have to be focused and you have to sacrifice a lot. As I told you now, to become great leaders, innovators, there's a lot of sacrifice you have to do. And the first thing comes is you should be very disciplined in your life. Discipline is the first truth that takes the life forward. So each one of you here can become great leaders. It doesn't mean only leaders means it's not only politics, it can be business. It can be whatever field, doctor, any field that you love. You can become leaders, and I wish and I hope you give job to others and not just be job seekers. You should be job givers. I want each one of you to grow to that level, and you can grow to that level. And I have to tell you one more thing. In Challapalli school, the children who come, join, they are from the rural areas. They hardly know English. Within a year, 6 months time, they pick up the language. And I am telling you, they are super disciplined kids. And they do very well in their subjects. Because they are working very hard to achieve. And they know what we are giving to them. They acknowledge it, appreciate it, and they make sure that the management doesn't get any complaint from their side. So all of you all, don't underestimate yourself that you are from rural. The rural can do also the best. So I wish you all to become great leaders in your own way.
Thank you, ma'am. So ఇప్పుడు లాస్ట్ 2 క్వశ్చన్స్ మాత్రమే మిమ్మల్ని అడుగుతున్నాము. సో ఓవర్ నైట్ జర్నీ చేసి రాత్రి అంతా పిల్లలు ఇక్కడ ట్రావెల్ చేసుకుంటూ అనంతపూర్ నుండి వచ్చారు. సో అనంతపూర్ నుండి వచ్చినటువంటి కౌశిక 9th క్లాస్ అనేటటువంటి అమ్మాయి మిమ్మల్ని ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడగాలి అనుకుంటున్నారు.
నమస్తే మ్యామ్. ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు మన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రం కోసం 18 గంటల పాటు కష్టపడుతున్నారని తెలుసుకున్నాను. మరి ఆయన దినచర్య గురించి మాకు మీరు వివరించగలరా? ఆయన దినచర్యను తెలుసుకొని మేము ఇన్స్పైర్ అవ్వడానికి అడుగుతున్నాను.
కూర్చోమ్మా. ఆయన దినచర్యలు అందరూ ఫాలో అవ్వాలని నేను కోరుతున్నాను. ఫస్ట్, ఆయన చాలా డిసిప్లిన్డ్ పర్సన్. ఆయన పొద్దునే 4ంటికి లెగుస్తారు, 4-4:30 మధ్యన. అంటే ఇట్ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ద టైమ్ హీ స్లీప్స్. ఒక్కొక్కసారి 12-1 గంట అవుతే అఫ్కోర్స్ ఇట్ గోస్ 2-3 hours ఎక్స్ట్రా. ఎందుకంటే ఆయన హీజ్ అ వర్కాలిక్. సో ఆయనకి పని ఉన్నప్పుడు హీ డజంట్ థింక్ అబౌట్ ఈటింగ్ ఆర్ హీ హ్యాస్ టు స్లీప్ అనేది. హీ నీడ్స్ అ రిమైండర్ దట్ హీ హ్యాస్ టు కమ్ బ్యాక్, అండ్ more than that, a reminder that there are other people also working with him and they need rest. And they shouldn't curse him because of him, they have to work over a little more time. So I keep reminding about that, and more than that, he's very disciplined. He gets up at 4:30. He does his pranayam. He does a few cardio, strengthening workout, and after that, he has his breakfast. Then he goes to work. Once he's out of house, he's out of himself. He thinks about you all, how to take the state way forward, and how people will be benefited with his thoughts and ideas. మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు ఆయన విజన్ 2024 and 47 that he has brought out recently. It's all about 4 P's, and it's about eradicating poverty. And as usual, he tries to eat his diet on time, because he had few of acidity problem because he didn't follow the timings. After realizing all that, he's taking food on time now. And yes, he doesn't carry anything in his mind. What he faces, he just leaves it there, and then he moves forward happily and thinking better thinking, rather than keeping a grudge, personal grudge on any person. He never thinks of, yes, I have to, because he did this to me, so I have to do that to him. He never thinks like that. He always is very, very, very positive about things that's happening in his life. So the positivity is the driving force for him. So I wish you youth can take few good tips out of this and keep your life healthy and happy.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్. సో టైలర్ హై స్కూల్ నుండి ధ్రువ్ 8th క్లాస్ ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడగాలి అనుకుంటున్నారు.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
As students, how can we support the environmental stability of our school as well as our homes?
Yeah, you all know how it is outside. I mean, around the house, around the school, and how it is as we are doing journeys on the road or wherever you are going. You are seeing how high the pollution is. Like, I mean to say, how the plastic is thrown everywhere. And I mean to say, your hygiene part of the way the people have to follow. And all that makes a lot of difference in the environment, and especially the pollution. You all have hearing, seeing about it. So I wish you all, whatever you see, you all in school also, they must be teaching you how to keep our school environment, our campus clean. In that same way, you should make sure you as youngsters have to educate even the rural people or even the neighbor next to you, even though sometimes you might face unpleasant things when you're trying to talk good, but that's fine. That's a part of your contribution to the environment. So I request each one of you to take care of the environment. And when Chandrababu Naidu garu was, I think, to united Andhra Pradesh, at that time he started Janmabhoomi, where he did lot of tree plantation, cleaning up your campus, cleaning up the village, the garbage and all that, so that the youth have to come forward and get involved in all this innovative ideas. You can come out with lot of innovative ideas, and you can get involved in the environment development and try your best to eradicate pollution. Thank you.
మేడం, ఒక స్మాల్ రిక్వెస్ట్, ఏమీ అనుకోబాకండి. ఇంకొక క్వశ్చన్ అనంతపూర్ నుండి అడగాలి అనుకుంటున్నారు. టీచర్స్ అండ్ పిల్లలు చాలా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు, మీరు ఒప్పుకుంటే. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. సో అనంతపూర్ నుండి షర్మిల ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడగాలి అనుకుంటున్నారు, 9th క్లాస్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ మేడం, మై నేమ్ ఇస్ షర్మిల. ఈరోజు నేను మేడం గారికి మరియు డైరెక్టర్ రామ్జీ సార్ గారికి ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడగాలనుకుంటున్నాను.
ఈరోజు నేను ఇక్కడికి సైన్స్ సెంటర్ విజిట్ చేయడానికి వచ్చాను. నాకు చాలా బాగా నచ్చింది. ఇలాంటిది మా అనంతపురం డిస్టిక్లో కూడా ఇలాంటి సంస్థలు ఉండాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను మేడం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఐ అప్రిషియేట్ నీ ఆలోచన, నేను చాలా అప్రిషియేట్ చేస్తున్నామ్మా. నువ్వు ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి నువ్వు ఇక్కడ చూసావు ఇక్కడ ఎంత ఇన్నోవేషను ఎంత జరుగుతుందో ఈ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్. సో ఇట్లాంటి ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్ ఒట్టి ఇక్కడే కాదు, ఇక్కడితోనే ఆగిపోకూడదు. ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు గో అక్రాస్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ అండ్ అక్రాస్ ఇండియా ఆల్సో. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు be very thankful to have a leader like Mr. Raghavan, who's the founder and who's taking this institution 25 years, sir. Yeah, 25 years he's taking it. It's not easy to build an institution, so you should really be very thankful to him to be here today.
Thank you.
So thank you so much,
Thank
for
you,
your
ma'am.
patience and motivational speech, ma'am.
And I thank once again all the children here. I'm very, very happy to have an interaction with you, and I hope so you take a few of my good knowledge what I have given you and what I am seeing. So I hope you take the good part of it and in your life. And I wish you all a great happy journey way forward in your life. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your answers, madam, and thank you, Chair Madam, for leading the questionnaire session. And the next segment, the last segment of this today's session is to pay respectable tribute to Madam. I request our chairman and the other dignitaries on the stage to felicitate the Madam on this today's session.
You could give it to Devansh. He will love it. It moves. It's a big one that you can really do. You can take out this and ask him to play. It works. This book also he loves. All the butterflies of Agastya we have documented it.
101 butterflies are there, ma'am. It will be very helpful to Devansh. Guinness Book record కూడా తీసుకున్నారనేసి విన్నాను.
This book is on the foundation. It came out in London about a year ago, and now in Penguin in India. The former ISRO chairman has
Finish this one. This is wonderful.
అక్కడ జగదీష్ సార్ అక్కడ అలా
This book will inspire you to write about heritage.
What
plant is this?
Tulasi, sir.
Very sacred. With all our good wishes in this and to all the other dignitaries.
Give it to Yogamana. Give it to Yogamana. 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 Now we'll move on to the group photo.
And now we all move on to the group photo of the dais. I request everybody to join for the group photo of the dais there, please. Group photo also. Jagdish sir, place ready. లేదు సార్ మ్యామ్తో పాటు అందరూ నవీన్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వాళ్ళంటే కొంచెం కింద దిగండి, డ్రోన్ పోతా ఉందంట. ప్లీజ్ ప్లీజ్. నా అయిపోయిందా? I request everybody to give the Agastya's motto. Ha? Aha? Aha? Ha ha ha. Once more. Ha? Ha? Aha? Aha? Aha ha. Aha ha. Sir, tapos sa president na. I request everybody to sit down please. Drone ఇంకా పైన క్యాప్చర్ చేస్తుంది, అలాగే